Hello everyone, I Shivam Agrawal, Assistant Professor of BCom Department. I welcome you all in the lecture series of Information System Management, and we are on the fourth unit of our subject, and that is regarding the information system, and we are discussing the types of information system. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the transaction processing system and information system. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about the decision support system. Decision support system is the system which helps us out to support any decision, yeah, whether to give us that decision or not. So that is a decision support system, and let's continue with this lecture. So MIS decision support system. Decision support system are interactive software based system intended to help manager in decision making by accessing the large volumes of information generated from various related information system involved in organizational business process such as office automation system and transaction processing system. So basically, decision processing system is the system which helps us out to helps us out to manager to make a decision according to the knowledge large volume of information gathered from various departments of an organization. Decision support system use the summary information, exception patterns and trends using the analytical method models. A decision support system helps in decision making but does not necessarily give a decision itself. The decision makers compile useful information from raw data, document, personal knowledge, and a business model to identify and solve and make decisions. So basically decision that is also a type of expert system. So in this decision support system it also should take information data, and according to that information it will process that information and gives us a decision. And it is uses the analytical models to conclude any to give a solution to any problem or give a decision to any problem. But it never be done like it will like always giving a decision. It will show you that this is a better way, so you have to choose them whether you will go to the with that or not. So that's a decision support system. So there are two types of decision support system. One is the programmed and another one is the non-programmed decisions. So two types of decision are there: programmed and non-programmed decision. So the programmed decisions are basically automated process, general routine work where these decisions have been taken several times. These decisions follow some guidelines or rules. For example, selecting a reorder level for inventories is a programmed decision. Non-programmed decision occurs in unusual or non-addressed situations. So the programmed decisions are that whenever an inventory there will be a, if there is a no raw material, then we have to reload it that inventory. So that is a programmed decision. And the non-programmed decisions are, it would be a new decision. There will be no rules to follow for the non-programmed decision. These decisions are made based on available informations. The decisions are based on a manager discretion, instinct, perception and judgment. For example, investing a new technology is a non-programmed decision. So the decision support system generally involve non-programmed decision. Therefore, there will be no exact report content or format for these system. Reports are generated on the fly. So basically, non-programmed are that in which there will be a no program, no predefined program for them, and we can anyone can go develop that decision according to their interest, to their information what they are getting, and the directions in the director management. So in the decision support system we are using non-programmed decisions also. So therefore there will be no exact report for that content or format for these systems. So reports are generated on the fly. So the attributes of a decision support system are adaptability and flexibility. it should adapt and flexible. High level of interactivity, there will be an interactive interaction between the users and the decision support system managers. Ease of use is there. Efficiency and effectiveness, it should be efficient and efficiency. Complete control by decision makers, it should be controlled by decision makers or the managers. Ease of development, there should be a ease of development, there will be no difficulty of developing that decision support system. Extendability, if there is any technology which is coming in a new pace, so it should be extendable with that technology. Support for modeling and analyzing, it should be supporting for modeling and analyze. Supporting for data access, it should be support for data access. Standalone, it should be a standalone, it can work within a standalone environment, integrated environment, and a web-based environment. Characteristics of a decision support system are: support for decision makers is a semi-structured and unstructured problem. Support for manager and various managerial levels ranging from top executive to line manager. Support for individual and groups. Less structured problems often requires the involvement of several individuals from different department and organizational level. Support for independent and sequential decisions. Support for intelligence, design, choice and implementation. Support for variety of decision process and styles. Decision support system are adaptive over time. So the benefits of decision support system are: improve efficiency and speed of decision making activities. It will improve the efficiency and speed of the decision making activities. Increases the control, competitiveness and capability of futuristic decision making of the organization. Facilitate interpersonal communications. Encourage learning or training. Since it is mostly used in non-programmed decision, it reveals new approach and set up new evidence for an unusual decision. Helps automate managerial process. So these are the benefits, because we are using the decision support system for non-programmed decisions. So that's why it should not give a new, it should give a new approaches and set up for of new evidence for a unusual decisions. Now coming to the components of a decision support system. So the database management system is a component. To solve a problem, the necessary data may come from internal and external database. In an organization, internal data generated by a system such as TPS and MIS. External data come from variety of sources such as newspaper, online data services, databases, financial, marketing and human resources. So basically for a decision support system we have to need a database, and with the help of that database we can store that information, and that information can be accessed by decision support system to making a proper decision. Model management system, it store and access the models that manager use to make decisions. Such models are used for designing manufacturing facility, analyzing and the financial health of an organization, forecasting demand of a product or service, etc. So basically it should also manage all the decision, all the models which are taken by the managers for making a decision. So it should store all these, and according to that models it should increase maintaining manufacturing facility, analyzing the financial health of an organization, and forecasting demand of a product or services can be done with the help of these models. Support tools. Support tools like online help, pulls down menus, user interfaces, graphical analyzing, error correction machines, and facilitates the user interaction with the system. So it will support the error correction mechanism. If there is an error, so it should be corrected. It will try to correct that error. And graphical analyzing, it should show you the all the analysis in a graphical manner, so it should be more effective and more understandable. User interfaces means it should provide a graphical user interfaces which is very ease of use to use them. Now coming to the classification of DSS, there are several ways to classify DSS. HY Apple and Winstone classify DSS as follows. Text oriented DSS, it contains textually represented information that could have a bearing on decision. It allows documentation to be electronic created, revised and used as needed. So it should be needed like that. Text oriented. Database oriented, database plays a major role here. It consists in organized and highly structured data. So so the database is highly structured and organized. Spreadsheet oriented DSS, so it's spreadsheet means Excel sheets which contain Excel sheet. So it contains information in the spreadsheet that allows create, view, modify procedural knowledge, and also instructs the system to execute self-contained systems. The most popular tool is Excel and Lotus 123. So that these are the most popular tools for spreadsheets. Solver oriented DSS, it is based on a solver, which is an algorithm or procedure written for performing certain calculations in particular program type. Next is the rules oriented DSS, it allows certain procedure adapted as a rules. Rules oriented DSS, procedures are adopted in a rules oriented DSS. Export system is the examples. Compound DSS, it is built by using two or more of the five structure explained above. So that is the compound DSS. Compound DSS means it is a combination of two or more than two DSS structures. So these are the classifications of DSS. Following are the types of DSS. Status inquiry system, it helps in taking the operational management level or middle level management decision. For example, daily schedules of job to machines or machines to operators, it should be done by status inquiry systems. Data analysis system, it needs to comparative analysis and makes use of formula for an algorithm, for example cash flow analysis, inventory analysis, etc. Next is information analytical system. In this system, data is analyzed and the information reported is generated. For example, sales analyze, account receivable system, market analysis, etc. Accounting system, it keeps track of accounting and finance related information. For example, final account, accounts receivables, accounts payables, and etc. This keep track of the major aspects of the business. And the next one is the model based system. Simulations models or optimization models used for decision making are used infrequently and creates general guidelines for operations and management. So these are all about the types of decision support systems, and this is all about the decision support system. So thank you for the day.